Hello everyone, if there is anyone, I don't know. Alright, welcome back. Oh, echo, not good. Today we're gonna start the first session with aid. Last time we played the session 0, we did some world building, um, yeah, and some stuff like that. Mm, we figured out science and technology. We figured out yeah, religion. We also figured out how people see life and death. What more did we do? Let's see. Right, there's no settlements yet because we haven't found any, because we haven't started yet. We also found out a little bit about Zone 85, our first forbidden zone. There is an ancient man-made structure towards the center of the zone. Um, we haven't explored it yet, but there's some rumors and stuff about this structure. We also found out that there is a jewelry store that's not too far from the ancient man-made structure. Um, we also, oh yeah, the jewelry store has a new owner named Augustin, and he's well known because he actually lives in this jewelry store, and we don't know too much about him. We only know rumors about him. If this ever comes into play, we don't know. We might never get to the jewelry store at all. But the jewelry store is known to be inside this zone. So that's what we figured out last time about the yeah about the zone basically. So there's that. And by the way, this one here, this is an app called yeah, RPG Notes Campaign Manager. Um, it's a free app on Android. I don't think you can have it on anything else. This is actually not an Android. This is just an emulator, so I can run it. And the campaign has been named Zone Raider in here. Um, yeah, we have quests and NPCs and items in the world. There's some items. We don't have any items yet. Maybe yeah, we added our gadget. It's a rocket boot that just simply works. We don't really know how or why or anything like that. A little bit. Oh yeah, we have Augustin. He's not really a friend. We just put him in friend because he's not an enemy. Foes, we should not have any. No, we don't have any foes at this moment. What more? Is there anything else we need to know? I think all of these are empty. They should be empty. Yeah, we haven't done anything with that yet. We might get ourselves a weapon, maybe some armor. I don't know. Um, and yeah, the world. Let us know about the world. Settlements. As I said, it's empty, but settlement would be places outside forbidden zones. Um, we are probably from a settlement not too far from the forbidden zone. We're gonna explore zone 85. So yeah, and also on this side we have dice, because sometimes you need dice. You need to roll them, and it will give us the result. It's simple, but it works. Working is good. Uh, okay, so I don't think there's anything else we really have to go through right now. Um, let's see if there's anything here. I don't think so. Um, nope. Maybe there's something here. Nope. This one. Here's our oracle, so kind of need that one. Forgot to collect it before. Oh, right, the rulebook. We might need the rulebook as well. Should probably place that one here. There we go. Okay. Uh, so quick recap of Aid, the character we're playing. This character, I don't know if you can see that. I don't even know if that's in the right direction for you. Maybe my cam is mirrored. I don't know. Anyway, this is Aid. He is a mentally mutated animal. He's actually a hamster. Um, he is also scared of heights. But yeah, scared of heights. Can't be too bad, right? Uh, oh, got a message. Sorry about that. Just remove that. For his edges, he got a lethal snap. Uh, if he touches an opponent, he can snap his finger and do damage like that. It's a psychic power basically. It gives him +2 to fight in in in, in the sense of the system, how that works. But yeah, he touches them, he snaps his finger, and things happen. He also got telekinesis, so he can move shit around, and it can also be used as a 2+ shoot in combat, which is good. Yes, he's a PSI hamster. That's correct. Also, welcome, Ryan. Ryan 113. I don't know how you want me to say that, but yeah. And also, as I said, he got the gadget. He got the rocket boots. Gives him a +3 to athletics and helps him get up to well, higher grounds. But he's scared of heights, so we'll see how that plays out. He has a concept, kind of. He wants to hinder the big bad evil guy from succeeding, but we don't have a big bad evil guy yet, so that concept might change. We'll see when we get to that. But he's supposed to be a good guy, I guess. So stopping the big bad evil guy is probably a concept he will go for in either case. Um, yeah, skills. I guess we can go through those quickly. He got a very good athletics. He got a 7. It's actually only a wait. Yeah, it's a 4. Athletics is a 4+, but because of his rocket boots, he gets a 3+ on that. So 7 when he uses the rocket boots. 4 if he doesn't. But why wouldn't he? He got them and they work, so why not use them? He also has a +4 on fight. That reaches 6 if he uses Lethal Snap. Got +2 to larceny, +3 to persuasion. He also got a 3 on shoot that goes to a 5 when he uses telekinesis to do the shooting. He got a +2 to spot, +5 to stealth, because he's a sneaky, sneaky, stabby, stabby bastard. Got a +3 to survival, because, zone riders, it's pretty good to be able to survive. A +2 to tech, and a +2 to will. will probably come into play if he gets onto higher grounds because of his trouble, the scared of heights. He needs to do a successful will test to overcome his fear. Otherwise, he might get some minuses, or he might not be able to even move up to higher grounds. So, yeah, that's basically the character as it is right now. Rye and okay, cool. uh, I will keep that in mind if you have any questions and I need to shout out to you. And yeah, feel free to throw in some ideas if it happens. Okay, so before we are heading out, we're actually gonna roll on the heading out table. It's a it's a simple table. Roll a d6, and it will give you a reason to why your character do what he does, why he's leaving the safety of wherever he is. So let's roll on that and see if we get anything fun. People are going missing. You cannot contain yourself. You must get to the bottom of it. Well, it could work. Just gonna reroll just for the heck of it. I said reroll. Okay. Apparently these dice really wants me to get 2, but let's see what the 5 is. Oh, that's even worse. I don't like that one. But actually, oh wait, no, that's actually a good one. You have been poisoned. You only have a few months left. There is an antidote. You must find it. That one is actually pretty interesting because it gives us a driving force to keep moving and find the cure or the antidote. Uh, yeah, I think we're gonna go with that one. So Ada's been poisoned, and he only got a few months left to live. At least that's what he's been told. There is an antidote, and I'm guessing that the wherever he's from, whatever settlement, there must be some sort of healer or someone that knows about this stuff. That when he started to feel bad and stuff, he probably went to them and they told him that you have been poisoned by some some something. Maybe it's a mutated insect of some sort that have bitten him or whatever. And that means he only got a few months to live. And I guess they also know that there is an antidote for this, but the antidote is probably not easy to come by. And it's most likely inside one of the forbidden zones. Maybe you have to go through some dangerous terrain, find some sort of plant or something like that to get the antidote and get it back to this doctor so they can prepare the antidote and give it to him. I think that's actually a rather good starting point um, to keep aid going, basically. And it will also add as a trouble because maybe sometimes when he tries to do stuff, it comes into play and will try and you know screw him over. So let's add that as an objective. Um, Poisoned. Find the antidote. I think that's how it's spelled. Let's see if we can find some interesting. Yeah, I like this one. uh, Color poisonous green. Yeah, poisonous green. Uh, go in here and we can add to the description a little bit what's going on. It started to feel unwell, I guess, a few days ago after visiting the who's terrorizing me. I'm sorry about this. Oh, there seems to be some issue with the stream. Um, Ryan, are you seeing some buffering and stuff? I'd like to know if it's on my end or on the receiving end. In the meantime, we keep going with this. Oh wait, hold on everyone. Let's see if I can figure this out. Uh, I'll be right back. My kid is screaming, so yeah, sorry about that. All right. Sorry about that. My kid woke up, and yeah, she wasn't very happy. She needed some food, so I got her some food, and now she is sleeping and happy again. So that's good. All right. Let's close that. All right. So, uh, it started to feel unwell a few days ago after visiting the yeah. What is going on here? After visit a few days ago, after visiting the local the fuck do we call that guy? Medic? I don't know. After visiting the local medic, uh, he was informed that he had been poisoned. Poisoned. I cannot spell this. Oh, there was an S too much. Um, that he had been informed that he had been poisoned, and only have a few more months to live. Medic also told him that there is a cure. However, it's hard to come by and can only be found inside some of the forbidden zones. Luckily for that's not how you spell luckily. There we go. Luckily for aid, there is luckily for aid. Zone number 85 is not far from here. With some luck, he can manage to find the plant, extract it. I don't know. Yes, kids are kids. Sorry, I'm a bit late to answer some of the chat, but that would happen when you're writing down stuff. Um, but yes, kids are kids. When she wakes up and she's hungry, you just have to feed her, or she's just gonna be very mad all night and scream at you. No fun. Anyway, with some luck, he can manage to find the plant, extract its sap, I think it's the word for it, uh, bring it back to the medic, and uh, have the antidote created in time. I think that's good enough. Um, Wait, why isn't it linking to the zone? It should be linking to the zone. Zone 85. Oh, right, it doesn't link to that. Okay, never mind. That's just the quest. Poison, find the antidote. We should probably also add that this is the main quest. So let's do that. Main quest. So it's not the. So we don't forget about that. I don't like the word find the antidote. We're gonna name it find, oops, find the cure. It sounds better in my ears, at least. So we have a quest. We can keep that quest open for now. No notes, no tags. We don't need that. We don't have any progress. Could probably add a progress note. We can follow that when we get to it. So there we have the reason why Aid is heading out into the Forbidden Zone, because it's actually pretty stupid to do that. Even though Forbidden Zones are frequently visited by adventurers, because there's usually some really nice treasures and stuff you can find in there. But we're not there for treasure, even though we will pick it up if we find it, but we're not there to gather treasure. We need to find this plant. We should probably also name the plant. Yeah, let's do it. Let's name the plant. What should we name it? We need a. We should have a randomizer for that. Why don't we have a randomizer? We'll probably get one. Random plant name generator. There must be one of those. Yeah, plant names. Of course there is a generator for that. Okay, we got a couple here. Hollow bush, majestic bristle bush, dawn garlic, river dogbane. I kind of like river dogbane. Scoot, smedil, aplukeif. Yeah, I didn't like that one. And fog runner. Now let's go with the river dogbane. Find blah blah blah. First is look, he can manage to find the plant called river dogbane. That means we can also add this to the world, to the lore. No, we can add it to Forbidden Zones. Inside Zone 85, there is a river dogbane. Medicinal plant. Beef? What if we just go with plant? Nah. Wait, that one was actually pretty good. Snake with a plant. Nah, we just go with leaf. I like leaf. Leafy. Let's grab that one. That looks like a good leaf. This is a cure. Blue, maybe. It's not too important. River dogbane. Oh wait, that didn't match. OCD. Has to be good. Okay, cool. So, river dogbane. What can we add about the river dogbane? What can we tell about river dogbane? I guess it's Apparently there's some issues with the there we go. Seems to be some issue with the stream. Hmm. I mean, it works on my end. I don't know if there's anything I can really do about that. Settings, maybe. Output. Audio, video. I don't really think I can do much from here. Hmm. Okay. Apparently, it's fixed. uh, that's the issue with streaming, I guess. Refreshing the browser can work. Um, sorry. I'm talking to the other guy. Apparently, his. That's why I'm looking at my phone all the time. Probably he seems to have some issues with the stream as well. We're trying to figure out if it's his internet or it's on my end. Anyway, so we have a river dogbane. It's a medicinal plant that is supposed to be able to cure uh, whatever poison that is running through AIDS system. Let's add a little bit of a description here about the river dogbane. Um, the plant is what do we know about this plant? The plant no is river dogbane. Usually grow around rivers. Uh, even here in these wastelands. However, that means they are few and far between. They are recognizable on their triangle shaped leaves. And canines. Don't know how to spell canines. Maybe it's like this. Whatever. Canines tend to run away from it, or at least get a splitting headache if they get too close to it. I mean, it's a dog bane. It's supposed to make poor doggos go away. The plant usually grows around rivers, even here in these wastelands. However, that means that they are few and far between. Uh, they are recognizable on their triangle-shaped leaves, and canines tend to run away from it, or at least get a splitting headache if they get too close. There we go. That's good. That's all we need for now. Mm, let's see if that worked with the tag. Yeah, river dog brain. That's good because then if I forget what the hell that is, I can just press it and it will shoot me that way. All right. Good. I think that's all we need for now. So, Aid gets this information from the medical doctor. I don't know what he is. He's probably not a doctor. That seems a bit high ranked. But the local medic, he gets his information that he has been poisoned and he needs to get out and find the antidote. Um, yes. So I guess that he simply goes and collects his stuff, um, put on some, you know, some clothing, some big blankets. He might grab some a backpack with the essentials like I don't know, small little those portable kitchens. I do not know what the English word is for those, but he grabs one of those. I guess he also grabs some rope and some matches and tinder and all the stuff you basically need to go camping. I guess he also needs to grab a weapon of some sort. So let's see if he has a weapon. Um, I mean, he's basically a weapon by himself because of the PSI mutations, but sometimes it's not good to flaunt that, and also having a weapon if someone comes charging up to you might be enough to deter them to attack. So I think he would like to have a weapon of some sort. Uh, let's check in the official rulebook. This one, still one of my favorite role-playing games. Creatures should be before that. Weapons. Here we go. Let's see if we got something nice here. And I think he wants some sort of you know what? No, he doesn't have a weapon. That's not as fun. Mm. Yeah, he got a knife. Of course, he got a knife, but he's a hamster, so he actually has in the book it's called natural weapons, which basically it's either teeth or claws or something like that. And so I guess he got that, if nothing else. But yeah, some sort of knife he definitely has. So let's just add a knife to the weapons, even if it's probably more of a knife tool than a knife stabby. But yeah, he most definitely has some sort of knife. Let's see if we can. Yeah, it's something like this. That kind of knife he got. Yes, big deadly hamster teeth. I mean, I don't know if you've been bitten by a hamster, but it actually hurts. They have some serious powers in those tiny little jaws. Uh, I had a guinea pig when I was a kid. She was very nice, so she didn't bite. But the few times she did bite you, because if you tried to feed her, damn, that hurts. It's sharp knife, sharp as knife. Welcome, Dungeon Dork. And yes, they are no, they're not mean little buggers. Uh, I actually like the hamsters and rats and guinea pigs and all those little critters. They're cute. Um, but my favorites are still birds of prey and of course dogs. Uh, Sadly, I live in a country. I think it's probably the only country in all of Europe, I think, that has made falconering illegal. Um, so yeah, that kind of sucks. I always wanted to learn the art of falconering, and all that stuff. I don't even know if I'm using that word right, but I always wanted to do that and have my own bird of prey and go hunt with them and all that. But yeah, I live in a country where it's illegal, and as I said, I think it's the only one in Europe that has outlawed the practice. Yeah, falconeering. And yes, I also like snakes. Snakes are cute. And my yeah, it was my ex a long time ago. She had a python, uh, and yeah, I spent the days just having her around my neck because pythons are cute. Boop noodles. Yeah, well, why not? But yeah, yes, Dungeon Dork, you can do falconering because I'm pretty sure it's legal almost everywhere in the United States. I think so. I'm not sure, but I think it is. But yeah. Anyway, let's go back to the game and pretend that we're playing. um, do you think he got any armor? I mean, he's not a soldier or anything. He's just a guy. I'm not sure if he actually has armor. I, he could have some sort of homemade armor. This book has some really nice homemade armor stuff. Could check out. Just need to find it. Oh, this is probably the worst part of this book. It's not structured super well. You have some weapons, then armor comes, and then suddenly it's weapons again. So it's not split up uh, as well as I would have liked it to. Okay, here we go. Armor and shields. We got some primitive armor, like leather, a, a hardened leather. Then there is mixed. Mixed is basically you take a little bit of this and a little bit of that. You know, some rubber from an old car or something. No, armor does not interfere with the PSI at all. Um, I think it did in earlier versions, but in UA there is there's no impact to PSI powers. I guess in theory, a helmet on the opponent. If the opponent wears a helmet, it might be harder. But yeah, no, I don't think so. Um, armor doesn't have an impact at all. But yeah, I'm also thinking if you strap a gun to the Falcon, it's legal in all 50 states. Yeah, I can actually see that. I can see that being a thing. Just do that then. Add some bullets on it or something. I don't know. uh, what did you say? Kind of a light flak jacket. Yeah, flak jacket could work. There's there are those knivvest. The hell is the English word for that? It's one of those bulletproof thingies, but instead it saves you against knives. I don't really know how they work, but we could probably have one of those. What would they be called? Anti-sharp stuff poking you. Clothing. I don't know, but yeah, something like that we could probably have. Um, let's just go with the flak. Um, the thing is that it doesn't matter in the system. It won't actually add anything to your stat, um, in theory. So stab resistant Kevlar plate. I like that. No, we're just gonna go with the um, flak jacket. Flak jacket. I guess we. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let's do that. Flak jacket. I wonder if there's if we search for flak here. Flak. Nope. Jacket maybe. Nope. Um. Warmer. These are so blatantly fantasy. It hurts my eyes. Let's go to the category instead. There we go. Armor. Yeah, something like this, I guess. That's fine. Let's go with that. So he got a flak jacket. He got his knife. He got his psychic powers. So let's go with that. I think that's all he needs before he gets out. I mean, as I said, he got. We can add some miscellaneous stuff here, like he got a rope. I don't really need to write all this down to tell the truth, because these are just these are just stuff you would always have. You would always have these with you if you're going on an adventure into uncharted territories. But he also got a portable. The hell are those called? Portable kitchens. The name of the app is RPG Notes, and it's all only available on Android. So if you do not have an Android, it sucks to be you, and you should get an Android phone because Android is simply better. uh, I'm just gonna call it a portable kitchen because I just don't know what the hell the name for it is, and at the moment I can't even figure out what the hell it's called in Swedish. So, yeah, don't think we're gonna find something in kitchen. Portable? There's a portal. That's not what we want. Let's see if we got something here. Clothing, weapons, nature, Chemical, machines, and tools. Maybe under tools. That's not the kind of tool I'm looking for. A boat! It's not a boat. I just like boat. Uh, Food. Maybe it's under food. Nope. Bottles? Nope. Kitchenware? Kitchenware. We could use a cauldron. Or this little, I don't know, barbecue grill thing. Oh, maybe that one is better. A little fire under it. Let's go with that one. Cool. So he got a portable kitchen. He got a rope. He got a knife. He got stuff. Portable stove. Burner kitchen. Yeah, let's change it to burner kitchen. Burner kitchen. Let's go with that. Cool. What else could he bring? I mean, in the burner kitchen, I guess we count that he got light rod and all that stuff he needs to get it burning. I don't know, but I'm gonna say he got that because that makes sense to me. Um, Storm Shack. Um, it would be translated to, if you just translate it word for words, it would be uh, what would you call that? Yeah, it's a storm basically, and a kitchen, so it's a storm kitchen. uh, Basically, I think it comes from the fact that you can use it. It was supposed to be able. You were supposed to be able to use it even in a storm um, here in Sweden. So that's what they why it was the army that used those in the beginning. So they call them well, storm kitchens. uh, yeah, he got a sleeping bag, of course. We can just write that down. Sleeping bag. Uh, mm, do you think he got a tent? I don't think he got a tent. He might have a tarp. I don't think there's it's anything good for a sleeping bag, really. Um, Household? No, no. That's screwed. It won't get any an icon for that. I think he will also have a tarp with him. Some sort of tarp. And of course, there's no good icon for that. Maybe there's if we would grab a tent, even though it's not really a tent because a tarp is not a tent, but it could be used as a tent. So we're just gonna go with that. There we go. He probably got a lot more stuff with him, but the thing is, with the burst system, you don't actually have to write stuff like that down. Um, we just assume that the adventurer would grab things that it's logical that he would grab if he's going on an adventure. So yeah, he probably have food for a couple of days and stuff like that as well. So yes, it's just survival gear basically. Uh, Water filters and purification tablets. I'm pretty sure those does not really exist in this world. I'm guessing that most mutants are simply immune because they're in this environment all the time and always. So I think they're pretty much hardened against that. I mean, sure, if it's radioactive water and it's green and some blue smoke comes from it, yeah, you probably shouldn't drink it. um, but yes, I wouldn't say clean. I would say clean water is very hard to come by, but I don't think that. But I don't think that the water is dangerous in most cases. In the zone though, they it probably is. So let's add to the items to the misc that he got. Let's just add food and drink. Um, let's just add food and drink um, for a couple of days. Drink might be better. No, let's just go with food. Let's go with that one. So you got food and drink, because that makes sense. And yes, boiling it would probably work in most cases. Not for radiation, that's true. But again, he's a mutant. You don't have to worry too much about that. If you play a human, maybe I would put more consideration into it, but not this time. So anyway, he got his. He goes away. Um, let's restart this. So, Aid, he goes to, he starts to feel, starts to feel a bit sick. So he goes to the local medic, and the medic reports that he has been poisoned in one way or another. But lucky for Aid, there is a cure, but it's hard to find, and you have to, uh, yeah, I can't remember. I got brain explosion just. I just have to read what the hell I was writing down. Blah blah blah. Yeah. So it starts to feel unwell a few days ago. After feel unwell. Ugh. It started to feel unwell a few days ago. After visiting the local medic, he was informed that he has have been poisoned and only have a few more months to live. The medic also told him that there is a cure. However, it's hard to come by and can only be found inside some of the forbidden zones. Luckily for Aid, Zone 85 is not far from here. With some luck, he can manage to find the plant called River Dogbane, extract its sap, bring it back to the medic, and have the antidote created in time. So that's the motivation. That's what makes Aid go out and leave his little home village. He needs to find the antidote. So he goes to back to his little hut. I guess it's a little hut or something. He gathers his things, and we established that he got a knife, he got a flak jacket, he got a burner kitchen, some food and drink, some rope, a sleeping bag, and a tarp, and some other stuff. Um, and of course, he brings his gadget, the rocket boots, because those are very important. So he packs this up and stuffs it down into his backpack, and he feels ready to head out towards the Forbidden Zone. So, uh, first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna roll on the journey to see if how it goes for him to get to mm, to the zone. We only need one die for this, so let's lock this one down. Lock it down. There we go. And roll a 6. Oh, okay. So we get an interrupt. Something, something is interrupting the current scene, and which means that because we're traveling, what we think is towards the zone. I mean, we know where the zone is. Aid knows where the zone is. It's most people in this world make it their business to know where the zone borders are. So, but he gets interrupted on his way there. Now, let's see what is interrupting him on his journey towards the zone. Um, I will designate the yellow die as the first die. 2 and 6. Okay, that doesn't work, so we have to re-roll that because that would end the scene. 2 and a 5. That doesn't make any sense either. So let's try one more time. 5 and a 6. It still won't work. But this is with these dice. 4 and a 4. This one makes more sense. A physical event of some kind is hindering the PC from getting to his target. Um, so what might that be? Uh, we have a nice little book here. I'm gonna go and pick it up. It's called I think it's called Random Encounters. Roadside Encounters. Let's see if we've gotten this one. Oh no, that's for items. This one. 100 roadside encounter ideas. So, on his way towards the zone, he gets interrupted by an event that would hinder him in some way. So let's roll a d100 to see what we encounter here. Oops, I rolled all of them. Yeah, whatever. 74. 70, 70, 70, 74. 74. There we go. Okay. A fallen tree bridge over a stream breaks down while he's halfway across. Okay, okay, sure. So when he's walking towards the zone, there's this big stream of, I would guess it's not very friendly waters, basically. Maybe there is some really strong currents or something like that. But for whatever reason, they have built a wooden bridge across it. Maybe it's just for easier passage, or there might be some nasty little things in it. We don't know yet. Um, as Aid walks past it and walks over it, something he has probably done many, many times before without any incident. It's cracking down and falls apart um, as he's walking over. So we need to make a, I guess we would make a dodge roll to, so we don't fall into the water. That would be, I would say it's a, we can remove this dice for now. Uh, He got his rocket boots and stuff, so it shouldn't be too hard. Let's make it a challenging task. You should be able to do this without any trouble. So as the bridge falls down, he tries to jump out of the way, and of course he activates his rocket boots because we want that sweet +3. That adds up to an astonishing 7. So let's see what happens here. 6. That will end up at 13. Oh, he just barely makes it. I thought he was gonna have this one in the bag, but no. He just barely succeeds with dodging out of the way. So as the bridge they're starting to collapse, he just kicks in his the rocket boots and shoots away off to the other side of the river onto the bank. Um, I think he might crash a little bit and roll around in the sand or whatever there is. Um, but he comes away pretty easily, which is good. So on this journey, I would add that as a quest actually, so we can keep a little bit of track of it. Your journey to the zone. Uh, Maybe we can add a little icon here as well. No, map, some sort. Ugh, that's no good. I know there are better maps for this, but I don't know why those doesn't show up when you search for it. Maps and countries. It should. I mean, here's plenty of them. I don't know why they don't show up when you search for map, but whatever. So we'll go with this one. Journey. We're gonna go inside. We're going to add notes, progress. I'm gonna say this gives us 1 progress towards finishing this one. Yeah, I think we're gonna do that. There we go. So just gonna put these up again so I have those close at hand. Aid walks over the bridge. The bridge starts to collapse. He kicks in his rocket boots and flies over to the other side of the river onto the bank. Crash a little bit and stumbles, but overall he's fine. There's no serious injury, no twisted ankles or anything like that. So uh, he progresses forwards, and shakes himself off and looks back at the broken down. Uh, Wait, yeah, he looks back at the broken down bridge, um, like, well, this sucks. But yeah, luckily he got his boots, so I guess he will just have to report that the bridge needs to be fixed when he gets back. If I mean, someone might have figured it out before that, but we'll see. Uh, he keeps walking towards the. I'm just gonna roll this again. Towards the zone, and three. Okay. Um, and he's been walking for a couple of hours when he hears a scream. Um, let's see. Let's ask the Oracle if this a terrified scream or is it an angry scream? Uh, let's ask the Oracle if this is a terrified scream. Oops, I removed the die. That was not what I was supposed to do, but whatever. So, we're gonna roll this one. 5. What the hell did I ask? If it was a terrified scream. Yes, yes, it is a terrified scream. I also have to add another die because I forgot that you need that one as well. And I'm just gonna change this back to a red because I like red. There we go. Okay, let's see. Oh, and of course it's a 1. Why? It's a to interrupt. If a second d6 comes up with a 1, a twist happens. On a 6, an interrupt happens. And in this case, it's a twist. Let's like this and blah blah blah. Okay. It doesn't matter at this time because we haven't actually started the scene really. But yeah, the Oracle tells me that yes, it is a terrified scream, and aid is aid. So he's of course gonna go and investigate what's going on. Mm, no, we do not mark progress on that one. So he starts running towards the scream, and let's see what he finds. Should probably actually keep that inside the journey. Can I change that to a container? I don't think I can. No, only style. Okay. So we'll have to add it like this. On his way towards the zone, one of the bridges he needs to cross crumbles under his feet. Luckily, how the hell do you spell that? Luckily, no, that's not right. Oh, luckily, okay. Luckily, he is able to activate his gadget and shoot across the river, landing safe on the other side. Seconds later, he hears a terrified scream and decides to investigate. Because that's what you do. So yeah, he runs towards the scream, and I'm gonna roll to see what he sees. go. Another D100. Lock those. 100, of course. Okay, this is actually fun. So we're gonna go with this. uh, he hears this terrifying scream and he starts running as fast as he can towards it because he wants to see if he can help. When he starts to approach, he sees some odd things in on the ground that doesn't look like they should be there. Um, it looks like someone has put uh, you know these old traps. It's a hole and you cover it with sticks and stuff, and then you throw some dirt on to so critters fall in. It's obviously that it's been put out a few of those. Um, so it's clumsily and hastily made traps, and he can also hear some giggling um, from the undergrowth a little bit to the side. Uh, it's obviously some kids trying to playing some pranks on innocent people walking past. Uh, this is so stupid, but yeah, that's how it works. So, uh, let's see. Would Aid humor them and uh, you know go, "Oh no, I fell into a trap," or would he just be annoyed? I think it would be annoyed because he's on a mission. Uh, he does not want to be interrupted by useless crap. Um, I think he would be pissed off. Maybe not pissed off, but he would be annoyed. Be like, what the fuck? So I think he's going to uh, I don't know. Maybe he would just turn around and walk away, or would he play a joke on those? Maybe not a joke, more a uh, be a little bitch about it. Nah, I think he's actually just gonna uh, he's gonna be a little bit of a dick. So he uses his telekinesis to simply destroy all these poorly made traps. Um, Probably say something in the lines of uh, hopefully no one innocent falls into these or something like that. I don't know. He's just gonna destroy them with his telekinesis and then just walk away. Yeah, we're gonna go with that. But that won't add anything to his journey either. As he approaches, I'm so sick of not being able to spell. Location. He finds out that this is just a waste of time. Some kids have made a bunch of poorly designed traps to try and play a prank on the first unaware traveler that happens to pass. It gets a bit frustrated. frustrated and simply destroys traps before walking away. So, uh, 8 hears the scream. He runs over to see if he can do something, if he can help. He finds these poorly made traps, and he can hear some kids giggling in the undergrowth, a little off to the side. Uh, he gets frustrated because he's on a mission to actually save his own life, and interruptions like these are just not worth his time. So he mutters to himself, being like, "Ah, stupid kids," and just reaches out with his mind and destroy the traps. Then he turns around and walk away and keeps walking towards the zone. Um, we have it like where did it go? There we go. Mm. As he keeps walking towards yeah, I rolled again on the other journey. No, wait, we should take another. We should take another journey. So we can we lock both of these at the same time? Yeah, cool. Good. Haha. So we're just gonna roll one, see what happens. 3. Oh, okay. So as he keeps walking towards I have one of those. I have a nice little card for that. Where did I put it? There. So we're gonna roll a d66. See what happens here. 36. Okay, that works. Mm, so I rolled on the journey again because he keeps on his journey, uh, but he stumbles across an environmental hazard. So I rolled on the hazards list. I also got a little card for these. Two-sided. Um, and we rolled a landmines. So as he walks, he got a little bit sidetracked because of the stupid kids, and so he's thinking he's gonna go with take a shortcut to get back on the road as fast as possible. Uh, However, as he approaches, he sees a sign um, off to the side, and it's he can see some poles sticking up on the ground, and there's some old and rusty. There's probably been a fence at one time, fencing off this this area, but there is that has been cannibalized by survivors using it for their own buildings. But he can see maybe not so small, but he can see a sign, uh, and it seems to be a warning of some kind. There's an image of an explosion, and this usually is a bad thing. Uh, when you're out walking about in the wasteland. So the question is, will he know what this means? Uh, or will he just trottle along until something bad happens? Um, I guess this would be on a survival roll, and it shouldn't be too hard because he has probably been taught how a landmine warning, what those look like. So I'm just gonna put this on a standard roll, so it shouldn't be any problem. Oh, it is a problem. No, wait, maybe 4. It's a 7. Oh, he just managed to figure out that this is a warning for landmines, and he should probably not go that way. So he decides to simply go around, but he loses a lot of time on this. Um, I would say he has to, because he has to go around it, because he got off track. I mean, it's not a lot of time in the sense of his survival, but it's at least an hour extra to trot around, because he got a little bit lost. But yeah, he walks around the landmines. He's lucky because he managed to do this, um, even though he just barely succeeded. Um, and he's starting to get a little bit frustrated here. He's off track. He walks into this landmine area. He's at least he's at least observant enough to notice this warning sign. Otherwise, this could have been a very short adventure. But as he keeps going. Let's roll on this one again. And okay, so as he keeps walking, we're gonna. I mean, it shouldn't be too hard here. He hears some sounds coming from the wooded area, that he's heard this. I think he's heard this before. Let's ask the oracle if he has heard this sound before, because I think he has. Um, so I would say it's likely. No, he hasn't heard this sound before. Okay, that's interesting. Um, but he here's this hissing sound coming from off to his right, uh, probably somewhere inside where mine the landmines were located, a little bit inside of that direction. Um, this hissing sound is growing more and more. Wait, we have to see how. Okay, yeah, louder and louder, and after a little while, it stops to hiss and starts to scream, and it rushes. He can hear the rustling in the leaves, the very very dead leaves, and it comes towards him faster and faster, and suddenly, oh damn, yeah, of course. Now we get the high numbers. Okay, but yeah, suddenly 11 feral ghouls or feral mutants uh, jumps out at him and starts running as fast as they can towards him. This means two things: that one, he is getting closer to the zone for sure. Two, these feral mutants are generally only found inside the zones, so somehow they have left um, their regular territory, and is out hunting outside the zones, which is very unusual. But yeah, they attack, and there's 11 of them. Of course there is. So we will enter combat with henchmen. I would give them the henchman stat. Um, First of all, we're gonna roll on initiative. I know there's a rule for initiative here somewhere. I just need to find it. Wait, maybe this is the old version. It doesn't have initiative. So we're gonna just roll for initiative then. We start rolling for aid. Yeah, we can roll them at the same time actually. So aid will be yellow and the feral mutants will be the red. Okay, so at least aid goes first, which is nice. Um, he is going to take this moment to he's gonna use his telekinesis to pick up a whole bunch of little pebbles and stuff from the ground and fire them as a basically like a shotgun arc towards the feral mutants that comes rushing him. They are they're not very strong. They're not very tough. So I'm hoping this is actually gonna work out fairly well for me. Gotta get a +5 to the roll. Nice. So we're at an 11 plus the 5. That's a 16. Um, so that would take out. I will take out 2 of them. That's good. So he uses his telekinesis to pull up some pebbles, and he then fires them into the enemies, the feral mutants that rushes him, and he takes out 2 of them in one swoop. So they're down to, what do we say? There were 11 of them from the beginning. So let's just quickly add here that they are down to 9. Now, let's ask the Oracle. Was he far enough away to be able to fire twice before they get into close combat? I would say it's unlikely, but we're gonna try anyway. The yellow dice is the die we're gonna go with. A 2. So no, he's not out of range. Or actually, the other way around. He is not far away enough to be able to pull this off twice. So that means that it's back to the feral mutants. They're going to, I think they're gonna gang up because they act as a unit. So they're gonna gang up, and there are 9 of them. This is gonna hurt like crazy, but there we go. They have a TN of, I think, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, of 15. Okay, they have a TN of 15. They come rushing him. They jump on towards him, and they're slashing at him with their claws, and they're trying to bite him with their teeth. And he's flailing. I mean, Aid is not really. He throws these pebbles, but they're still coming, and he's like, "Oh crap, this isn't good." And they start to jump towards him and start scratching and wanting to kill him, basically. So well, they want to eat him probably because they're feral mutants. But uh, he tries his best to get away. He's trying. He of course activates his rocket boots and tries to shoot himself backwards away from them. But there's a lot of them. So 7 plus a 7, that's a 14. That's not enough. He is going to take damage. But it's not too bad. It's not too bad. We had a TN of 15. I think, or did I say 16? Let's count again. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, 15. 15. Um, and he rolled a 14, so he only takes 1 point of damage. As he rockets his away, one of the feral mutants managed to slash his leg. Uh, it's just a flesh wound, but he gets hurt, and he tumbles away, and he's getting pissed off now. Interruptions is not good at this time in his life. He needs to get going. He needs to get into the zone and find this uh, dog's bane plant. And he's not happy. Um, as he tumbles away, he gets back up on his feet and he rushes towards these screaming bloody murder because he wants these bastards to get away from him. Uh, I think he doesn't really care if he takes them down, but he wants to scare them enough so they go away. Um, so yeah, I think he's gonna split. He's gonna split it so he can do two attacks. Mm, mm, mm. No, he's gonna try and do one massive attack and take a few of them out at once. It will probably get a better result at the end. So he's jumping into the fray. He's just throwing himself in there and starts whacking away with his knife. No, actually, he's gonna use lethal snap. Yeah, he's gonna rush in and he's gonna try and grab hold of as many as possible as he snaps. It's called a needle snap, and that's he said he snaps his fingers, but that's not actually what they do. He just needs to touch them. So he's gonna try and grab onto as many as possible and try and snap away at them. So let's see. He's not gonna split it. He's just gonna go with one to try and get as much as possible. They are at a 7, so it should be fine. Let's see. Oh, nice. So we roll a 9 plus a 6. That's a 15. So he actually takes out 5 of them right away. So let's see. It's a -5 to those 9. No, he takes away 3 of them. Sorry. Mm, so there should be 7 left, I think. No, 6 left. Math. So there's 6 of them left. So yeah, he runs towards them. He's screaming like a crazy little hamster. He jumps in. He grabs hold of as many of them as possible, and he's activating his little snap, and 3 of them falls down onto the ground, and they're very dead. Um, he looks back up towards the other ones and he bares his teeth and shows his little claws he got in his hands. Rawr. Um, basically trying to get them to fuck off. Um, so they're gonna roll a will test to see if they're gonna stay or if they are if he's scary enough, even though he's a little hamster, to actually scare them off. For now, at least. So they're gonna take a will test. No, actually, he is supposed to roll. I'm sorry. He's supposed to roll a. What would that go on? Provoke, maybe? provoking them? No, it's not provoke. Expression maybe. Fight, larceny, will. Don't know what to use for that to scare them off. Well, it's not persuasion, or is it trying to? Uh, we don't have intimidate. We have empathy, expression, provoke, and persuasion. That would work for something like that. I guess we could substitute persuasion. He's trying to persuade them by his. Yeah, I think expression is the best one, which is bad because we don't have anything on that. But we're gonna try anyway. So let's roll and see if he can be intimidating enough to scare them off. No. Yes. Haha. Sorry. That's a 6. That's a 10. So yes, he is scary enough uh, for these 6 to run away. So we win the fight, which is very good for us. Uh, mm, mm, mm. So first win. Yay! 8 is doing good. He's doing better than what the hell was his name? 5. 5 didn't do this well. He was half dead. Uh, at this point. So, but yeah, he runs in, he kills 3 of them. He shows his big hamster teeth and his tiny little claws, and he's like, "Rah, go away, you motherfuckers! I'm gonna eat you." And they're like, "Oh crap, this is not good. This motherfucker is even crazier than we are, and we're feral. That's not good." So they turn around and they run away. They run into the minefield though. But they're kind of in a panic, so we're gonna see if we're gonna ask the Oracle, will they trigger any of the mines and kill any of them as they flee toward into the minefield? I'm just gonna roll on a did yes or no, Oracle. Look at the yellow die and see what we get. 3. Uh, no, but so no, they do not activate any of the traps, or at least they might activate some of the mines, and some of them blow up, but none of them actually get hurt by it. They run too fast, and the mines are delayed. They're old. They've been in the ground for way too long. They have expired. Their best before date is gone. uh, but a few of them blows up, creating a ruckus, scaring the wildlife, and all that. So, but yeah, the hamster wins the fight. So, returning towards the zone, Aid gets a little bit sidetracked and stumbles into a field of land mines. Recognizing the danger, Aid takes the long way around. As he walks, he starts to hear some hissing noises, and before he knows it, a bunch of feral ghouls. No, they're not ghouls. Feral mutants. Stupid Fallout. Feral mutants comes running through the vegetation and attacks without warning. Aid is able to activate his telekinesis. I have no idea how telekinesis is spelled. Whatever, let's do it like this. Telekinesis, whatever. And it is able to activate his telekinesis and fire off a burst of pebble towards the incoming threat, taking down 2 of them in one go. However, they are fast and attacks him. Blah blah. However, they are fast and manages to scratch his leg as he is trying to jump out of the way. Being in distress as it is, Aid goes ape shit. That's a bad word. Aid gets pissed off, attacking mutants head on, screaming bloody murder as he swings his... No, he doesn't swing anything. As he jumps into the pile, grab hold of as many as possible, and activates his lethal snap. Instantly killing 3 more of their number. This is enough to scare them of the fellow mutants off. As they flee into the minefield, a few of the old contraptions goes off, but the delay is such as none of the feral mutants gets hurt. What a shame. There we go. I'm also gonna mark progress on this because yeah, I think that makes sense. They fight, they run around, they punch each other, and he has already walked to quite a bit. So I'm gonna mark progress on the journey to the zone. Uh, I also just realized that I have. Yeah, you are right. You are right. That's not a word. That's bad. You your nay journey. There we go. Spelling. So let's check in on the chat here. No, 5 did not die. Uh, uh, 8 is severely annoyed at this and gives them a big hug and fries their brains. Yeah, that's that's an accurate description, actually. Uh, but yeah, I need to add that. I need to actually add that. That's fantastic. Um, ah, come on. Okay, apparently you cannot do that. You have to do like this. Just cut that shit out. It gets severely annoyed by this. I cannot spell. Severely annoyed by this. Jumps into the fray. No. Jumps into the pile. Gives them a big hug. And fries their brains. Instantly killing 3 more of their numbers. Instantly killing 3 more of their numbers, whatever. Uh, so yeah, that's great. I like that. Back to 5. No, 5 did not die. I didn't feel the character. I didn't like him. Can't really say why. It was just something with the character. I couldn't get into the way he would be played. Um, but he's still here, and I might get back to him later. But at this moment, I just feel that I'm not enjoying playing 5, so I made 8 instead. Um, 8 is, I guess 8 is more of a classic uh, mutant UA character. He can fight, he can shoot, he can jump around, and he can do all of these classic mutant stuff. 5 was a protocol droid that I don't know. It felt odd, felt off playing him. Uh, but yeah, uh, it happens. Sometimes you just don't get well with the character. Yeah, that's basically what happened. I couldn't get into it. I will keep him. I will keep him around. We Aid might run into him. Uh, we might pick him up later. Because I like the basic concept of the character. I just couldn't get into it and do it good. Um, Even though he got a lot of potential. But yeah, that's just one of those things. It happens. Um, So anyway, let's keep going. We mark the progress as well as we travel towards the zone. So let's roll one more time here. Should be the last time. Uh, 2, 3. Um, Apparently not. This should be this could have been the end of the journey, but apparently not. Um, as he uh, as the fight ends and these feral mutants run away into the minefield, uh, Aid is standing there. He's like, and he's annoyed. He's angry. His leg hurts. Even if he didn't, even if he didn't take much damage from it, it still it still stings. He's just not happy with the situation. He tries to shake it off, but it's not going too well, and his adrenaline is pumping, and yeah, he is not in the best state of mind as he uh, starts to walk again. And as he does this, he hears an explosion in the woods, and he can see an explosion. It's sadly for him, uh, the trigger is late, not killing off any of the escaping feral mutants. However, the explosions seems to start a chain reaction, and as the first few goes off, they activate some of the other ones. Maybe the shock waves, maybe the um, the explosives inside them is going. I mean, they've been there for a while. They might be extra sensitive, so the shock wave from one activates the second. But yeah, there's a chain reaction, and a whole bunch of these mines starts to explode left and right. Um, and this causes basically a landslide. Stuff is trees are falling, um, earth is shattering, uh, the ground starts to shake, and th- yeah, there's basically a landslide. Um, and of course, Aid the Lucky is right in the middle of this as it happens, and he needs to get the fuck out of here. So he starts to run. He starts to run as fast as he can towards the zone, because he really wants to get there, and he's already been delayed twice. He's not happy with this, so he just runs. He just runs like crazy, trying to get away from this crap happening behind him. Uh, However, you cannot outrun a reaction like this. There's just no way you can do that. So he would need to roll on his athletics to be able to get far enough away before I don't know, he gets sucked into a sinkhole or whatever. Um, so we're gonna actually put this as a quite high on the stakes. I'm gonna make this a hard task to get away. It's not impossible. It's not a like almost impossible. It's just a hard one. Luckily, he got his rocket boots. He got his high athletics, and he's like, "Oh hell no!" So he starts to run, building up some energy, and pushes off as he kicks in the rocket boots, and shoots away. And whoa, that's an 18. He succeeds with some serious style. Uh, this is a great role for him. So what happens is that uh, he starts running. This crap is going on behind him. Uh, he's almost getting dragged down, and as he builds up some momentum, he just kicks off as he activates the rocket boots, and he flies. Okay, not really flying. It's more like a very long jump. Um, but he activates them and he jumps towards a. I guess there's a little bit of a cliff or something. Um, that would most likely save him or stopping the landslide if it digs in there if he gets up a little bit. So he's jumping up there and he's scrabbling up this wall as fast as he can, um, up to some sort of ledge. And he is, as I said, he this is a, it's almost effortless, it seems, um, as he gets away up to to the to the ledge. So I'm actually gonna mark the last progress here, because what happens is that he uh, dunk, we're gonna write this down and then we're gonna move it. What happens is that he basically ends up at the border to to the zone. He's he didn't even notice this himself. He just it's all in a blur as he runs away from this catastrophe behind him. As he just kicks off and get in there, and he's just on the border of the zone. So he's feeling great now. He's like, yeah, I managed to get there. So that's good. All is good for the moment. At least it's not terrible. So let's write this down quickly. Mm, as the mines goes off, a chain reaction is taking place. Uh, no, a chain reaction activates the majority of the old and forgotten mines sleeping just underneath the ground. This chain reaction, waking these sleeping bastards, no, these sleeping beasts up. Huh? Okay, it kind of figured that out. That's bad. uh, these sleeping beasts up. The chain reaction of waking these sleeping beasts up creates a landslide as it roots up the old trees and the dry earth starts shaking and getting loose. Aid, still fueled with adrenaline after the fight with the mutants. It's bad to say mutants because he's also a mutant with the feral mutants. Starts running like crazy. To get away from being sucked in to this. No, to get being, yeah, well, sucked in to this. No, start running like crazy to get away from certain doom. Whatever. Uh, Start running like crazy to get away from certain doom. Uh, he runs and build up momentum. Then he kicks off as he activates his rocket boots. Soaring through the sky and ending up at the cliff at the cliff edge, right at the border of zone number 85. There we go. That means we can switch this journey. We can move it to completed quests. Fantastic. So we still have 0 progress on finding the cure, but that's okay. We have gotten, we got aid safely to the zone, so that's something. So it's at the edge of the zone, and next time we're going to go inside and explore zone 85 to see what we can find, and if we can find the river dog bane and get our cure. So that, I think that's all for today. It was interesting. I like the new character. I like Aid. I still think I have a few things, a few kinks to figure out to make the experience a little bit smoother. Um, Maybe using another journey system, maybe some other tables. The thing is that as I am I am the player and the GM, I need as many random things as possible because um, if I would just be the GM, I would already know everything that happens, and the only thing that would impact it is skill rolls for Aid. That would suck. It wouldn't be fun. Um, so that's why I need the Oracle to tell me things and have a bunch of random tables. But I think I need to narrow it down a little bit so it's not as fractured. But yeah, I'll have to try and figure that out. But I like it so far. Some minor tweaks. Getting, I mean, I haven't done this for very long, so I still have a lot to learn of how to run a proper solo game. But yeah, I think it went okay. Uh, People in chat is like, no, it's terrible. No, they're not. They're not saying that, but maybe they're thinking it. I don't know. But yeah, I think that's gonna be it for today with the for the campaign. For session 1 with 8 heads out, he got to a good place at the edge of the zone. So yeah, if you have any questions or anything, put it down in the chat. We'll be here for a few minutes more. Rocket boots away! Yes, that's how you survive. That's how you survive landslides. Apparently, those rocket boots are gonna be so abused in this campaign. I'm sure of it. Uh, the new app is great. I think. Well, yes, the new app is actually great. It's a fantastic app. I'm just pissed I didn't found it earlier. But I mean, it's great for solo play because I can keep track of everything. I can keep track of this river dog bane. I can keep track of my quests, lore about the world and the Forbidden Zone, and items and all that stuff. Um, I think the only downside to this app for a solo player is that I cannot add my own character. I can add it as an NPC. I mean, you can do that, but if you see here on Augustin, uh, there's just a description. Here's some notes. He's elderly, he's cunning, he's subtle, and he's an astrologer. His motivation is to abuse dissonance. I don't know what that means at this moment, but uh, I mean, this is you can add connections also, which is great. You'll restore. He's the owner. So yeah, this is great for NPCs. You don't need anything else. But I cannot do a making a full character. If I would try to import aid into this into RPG notes, yeah, it's not worth the hassle. But yeah, it's great in all other situations. And also, if you play campaigns with your friends, it's the same thing. You can just keep track of everything here. And what you also can do is on this here, you can add story notes. I should probably start using story notes instead of adding the notes into the quest. I think. Because what I forgot is that uh, if you take this and we edit it and we copy it like this, if you add that to here, let's see if it works now. You see here, you also get a date when it happened and everything. And if I would go back to my completed quest and I add this journey, come on, copy this and add that into the story. It would be split up so you can keep track that way where it all started and just walk towards the top. I should probably start using the story notes instead and only add the very basics into the journey. I mean the quests and stuff. But anyway, uh, the app is free, 100% free. But if you want to get rid of the um, the ads, and I must be honest here, the ads are down here, uh, a small little border thingy. I can't really recall what they're called. Um, to me, they were not a problem to begin with, but you can, if you want to get rid of that, you can donate as little as $1, and you will get rid of that. Uh, or you can add as much as you want, but honestly, if you don't download this app, give the man $1. It's worth much more than $1, at least to me. But yeah, it's a great app. Use it. That's all I'm saying. Use it. This Dice app is named Dice. It's very simple. It's named Dice, and it works. It works fine. And it's probably one of the better Dice apps I've found. Um, what I also like is you can change the background. If you have the paid version, you can put in whatever background you want. So in theory, you could have your character cheat here and roll on it, having everything, all stats and stuff. But I cannot do that because then I have to pay for this one. I might do that in the future, but not right now. Oh shit, sorry about that. And you can also yeah, some basic settings and sound effects and crap. But what it got is this sum, best, worst, drop the lowest, drop the highest, average. You can I really like this one. That you get the results right away. You can add a modifier. Uh, cannot remember where you did that now. Huh. I know there's a way you can do it. Yeah, there it is. Score bonus. I could add this to say I'm gonna use the athletics, and I know that's 7. I can go to a 7 and roll, and it will give me the the final result. It's great, but I find it to be a little bit annoying to change this around all the time. Um, but yeah, there we have it. So those are the apps I'm using. Um, uh, exceeding exceeding the graphic with those boots. What do you mean with exceedingly graphic? Also, sorry, I'm slow. I didn't see you were writing. There we go. Well, as I said, mm, the image of a big hamster rocket booting over over a landslide. Just picture it. I know I did. I did as well. I like it. I like my hamster. He's fucking awesome. You should draw a picture. You should draw a picture of Aid the hamster as he rocket boots over a landslide. You should definitely draw a picture of that and send it to me. And I will have it displayed in one of the corners here on the next stream. Uh, but yeah, that's fucking awesome. The mutated hamster rocket booting all over the landslide. um, but yeah, and that's all for today. I really need to get to bed because my kids are gonna wake up in like I don't know 6 hours, 5 hours, something like that. Oh damn, they're gonna wake up soon. And yeah, I need to go to sleep. But yeah, thanks for watching and hanging out. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you next time.